In a
Please
small,
subscribe.
misty village nestled between shadowy hills and a river that shimmered like silver, there lived a clockmaker named Elias. His shop, a quaint, cluttered space filled with ticking and chiming mechanisms, sat at the heart of the village square. Elias wasn't just a craftsman, he was an artist, creating timepieces so intricate they seemed almost alive. But Elias had a secret. One stormy evening, a young woman named Marin wandered into his shop. She was a traveler, her cloak soaked from the rain, and her eyes glimmering with curiosity. The clocks mesmerized her, but one caught her attention, a peculiar one in the corner, encased in glass. Its face was dark, save for a single golden hand that moved backwards, ticking softly. "What does this clock measure?" Marin asked, her voice low as if afraid to disturb the magic of the shop. Elias hesitated. "That clock measures regret." Marin frowned. "Regret?" Elias nodded. "Every tick of its hand represents a moment someone wishes they could undo. The more regret they carry, the faster it ticks. When it stops," he trailed off. "What happens when it stops?" Marin pressed, her curiosity piqued. The clockmaker sighed and finally confessed. "When it stops, the person is granted a single chance to undo their greatest regret. But the cost," his voice became barely a whisper. "The cost is steep." Marin's gaze lingered on the clock. It ticked a little faster as she stared. "Does it measure mine?" "Yes," Elias said softly. "But it only works if you claim it." The next day, Marin returned with a story of her own, a tale of betrayal, loss, and a choice that haunted her every step. She begged Elias to let her use the clock. Reluctantly, Elias agreed, but warned her. "The clock doesn't erase your regret, it changes it. Be sure you're ready." Marin turned the golden hand, and the clock's face lit up with a blinding glow. The shop dissolved into silence. When she opened her eyes, she was back in her past, at the exact moment she had regretted most. She made a different choice this time, one that saved a life but cost her dearly in another way. When she returned to the present, the clock ticked again, slower than before but never truly still. Her regret had shifted, but not disappeared. Elias watched her leave, her face both lighter and heavier at once. He sighed, knowing the truth of the clock. Regret could never truly be undone, only transformed. And as Marin disappeared into the mist, Elias returned to his work. Another traveler would come, another story would unfold, and the golden hand would keep ticking, backward, forever.